Now to the shakeup with the Chicago Public School Board. The Wall Street Journal editorial board compared what's happening with the board to a coup.
Today, Mayor Brandon Johnson announced his picks to replace the outgoing board.
And I'm proud to announce that we have our first iteration of my recommendations to be on this board and be a part of this transformation.
Last week, Mayor Johnson's entire handpicked school board members announced their resignation. Sources tell us they refused to fire the CPS boss and take out a high-interest loan to pay pensions and fund teacher raises sought by the teachers union. 41 of the 50 members of the city council do not like how this is playing out.
They want a voice at that table. Some say the mayor is operating like a dictator. Political reporter Chris Tye tells us what the mayor had to say about that.
The city council can have as many hearings as they want. There's only one person who has the authority by state law to make appointments, and that's the mayor of Chicago, and that's me.
It looks very Trump and Giuliani-like, telling the legislative side they have zero authority, which means that the people that we represent have zero authority to hold him accountable. Really kind of puts us into a realm that I haven't seen before.
If you will not listen to us on the front end, you are definitely going to hear us on the back end when you come asking us for money, and many of us start saying no.
This whole dictatorship tone that the mayor's proposing is not a good tone, especially when you're looking at us at some point to pass your budget, because there's going to be a give and take.
41 members of council signed this letter calling for the mayor to reverse course, but there's no mechanism for them to stop him. Springfield may be able to modify school board appointment rules, but that can't be done fast enough to stop the mayor's purported plan to oust schools boss Pedro Martinez and take on a high-interest loan for pension payments and teacher raises. That's the option the Chicago Teachers Union likes, the same union Johnson once worked for. Some are calling on Johnson to let cooler heads prevail and pivot.
He made a mistake with that. He can fix it. We need to see more leadership from the mayor and bring us together as a whole, and we're not seeing that right now.
What we are seeing is a mayor linking this debate to slavery.
They said that it would be fiscally irresponsible for this country to liberate black people. And now you have detractors making the same argument of the Confederacy when it comes to public education in this system.
To blame everything from slavery to the second coming of Jesus as to why he has the authority and is offended by anyone questioning that is just remarkable to me.
We're just seeing him barreling down a path that's going to cost taxpayers very dearly.
That was Chris Tye reporting. Some members of City Council think that this may have activated a voting bloc this November that would have been dormant otherwise. Voters who do not like this approach are likely to find anti-CTU candidates to back. And when asked what does this compare to in Chicago political history, the closest analogy they told us was when Mayor Daley had demolition trucks tear up the tarmac at Meigs Field. But that was an airport. This is a $10 billion education system.